Hi there, Taurus. This is Astrogirl, and thanks so much for tuning in for August 25 through August 31st. I cannot believe that we're coming to the end of August already. I feel like this year's gone by very quickly. This is quite the week for you. This is one of those weeks when there's so much planetary activity happening in important houses and zones for you, you won't know which way is up. So it's important that if you're in any sort of a dilemma and you can't make up your mind, that you don't force yourself to do something which you, in the back of your mind, you know isn't the right thing to do. Now, the reason behind this is there is a new moon this week on Monday in Virgo, your fellow earth sign and your fifth house of romance, creativity, and self-fulfillment. So that's the good start. And that means that it's a fresh way for you to look at things, especially for those of you who are in a romantic relationship and need something new, something fresh. Maybe you and your partner haven't been getting along and you realize there's something you need to do to get yourself out of that and to make things better, because you can always try and make things better, right? And if you can't, well, then you discuss that later on. So the Virgo new moon on Monday offers a purity of purpose that can both heal and be of service to others, Taurians, because Virgo is the sixth sign of service to others and healing. A lot of doctors and a lot of nurses and people that work in the medical field are born under the sign of Virgo. And Taurus, actually, there's a lot of Taurians who work in the medical field as well. It's a very earthy kind of industry. So for those of you who are working in that industry, why not get yourself a checkup? Why not go and make sure that everything's in order? There's nothing like having, going to the doctor and just saying, I feel good, but let's just make sure, and having a blood test or something like that, just to make sure you're in tip-top shape. Mars and Saturn, Mars being the planet of acceleration and Saturn being the planet of putting on the brakes, continue to spar it out in Scorpio, your opposite sign in your relationship zone. And it's going to be particularly hectic this week. And this is a time when you may feel like you're being bullied by someone, or you, in fact, are doing the bullying. The result of this Mars-Saturn combo, Taurians, is frustration. You'll feel like you have one foot on the gas, one foot on the accelerator. Scorpio, which is the gas, which is the petrol, has more of a say because it is Mars's co-ruler. I should say Mars has more of a say because it is Scorpio's co-ruler. This is good news because it means that you can break through on something you've been trying to break through on for a while. On Sunday, August 31st, the Scorpio moon twists the complicated Mars-Saturn duo into a trio with scorpion-like stingers. Now, if there's someone you were already thinking, oh my God, I know that I'm going to have an argument with such and such, if they're a Scorpio, or if someone who always gets on your nerves, avoid them like the plague on Sunday. If there's a brunch, if there's a family dinner, if there's a barbecue, whatever, you're not going. Just be very, very careful, because you will get into a war of words that explodes into something that's bigger than you ever expected. Have a great week, Taurus. That's after all I just said. And I will speak to you again next week.